The purpose of this video is to get people excited about planning their next adventure. With COVID-19 and isolation and not being able to travel, the next best thing is planning your next adventure. So this video is about getting you to start researching your next great adventure. Belize used to be known as British Honduras until 1981, when they got their independence from Great Britain. The official language is English. Belize is largely a black country, but is also a very diverse multicultural country, with many Spanish people from surrounding Central American countries, along with native Mayan, Mennonite, Chinese, Eastern Indian, and of course American, Canadian, and British all mixed in. The currency is $1 US to 2 Belize dollars. The country is considered stable, and unlike all the other Central American countries, has never had a genocide or coup. Belize has the second largest barrier reef in the world next to the Great Barrier Reef of Australia. With the second largest barrier reef in the world, a lot of people come for the islands, locally known as keys, and the beaches, and all the activities that come along with that, such as diving, snorkeling, and spending time on the beach. Belize is also home to 12 major Mayan ruin sites spanning thousands and thousands of years old. Besides snorkeling and Mayan sites, Belize is famous for its wildlife and bird watching. Belize is home to almost 600 species of birds and 145 species of mammals. Also, in my humble opinion, Belize is the greatest country in the world. It just so happens that I can help you with that. My home is approximately 1,000 square feet that has an additional 1,000 square foot wraparound deck. The house itself is built about 4 feet off the ground. The home is part of a 42-acre farm right on the Belize River in the middle of the community baboon sanctuary. The house has a master bedroom with an ensuite bathroom, an open concept kitchen living room with a loft above the kitchen. The living room has 2 regular sized futons, and there are 2 single mattresses in the loft. So in total, the place can sleep 8 people. And yes, we have a flush toilet and hot shower. The kitchen is fully stocked, but we do not supply food or groceries. Most of the farm is reclaimed jungle, and there are close to 500 young coconut trees on the farm. There are also 2 large fish ponds on the farm, 300 feet long by 50 feet wide by 10 feet deep. If you are looking for the beach, then perhaps not. If you are looking for some adventure, bird watching, and hopefully some wildlife viewing, then look no further. That being said, Belize City has water taxi services to all those islands and the barrier reef. Belize City is only 40 kilometers away, so you can enjoy the best of both worlds from my farm. In 1985, a grassroots conservation project was developed. Over 200 private landowners in 7 villages, stretching over 20 square miles, have voluntarily pledged to do their best to adhere to certain farming practices to help conserve their land for the protection of the black howler monkey. According to my research, the population of black howler monkeys in the sanctuary has risen to over 2,000 monkeys. Apparently, Belize has almost 600 species of birds, with close to 200 of those species right in our area. We also have a large concentration of jaguars and large cats crossing our road. It's actually believed that our road might go through a corridor that they use regularly. Of course, we also have lots of black howler monkeys, which can be seen almost daily and for sure heard all through the day. Crocodiles can be seen in my ponds. Other animals spotted but not often seen are jaguars, pumas, ocelots, jaguarundis, tapirs, coatimundis, anteaters, and Mexican porcupines, just to name a few. There are also potential for tree frogs, snakes, scorpions, tarantulas, and turtles. First thing in the morning, I like to walk out to my fish ponds to see if any wildlife or different types of birds are visiting. I love taking a walk down my road. You never know what bird or animal might be out and about. And in the evening, to sit on my deck to watch and listen to all the birds and parrots come back from wherever they had been during the day. In our village of Scotland Half Moon, about 3 kilometers back down the road, is a local Spanish family that sells the bare essentials. Another 2 kilometers further, on the main road towards the village of Bermudian Landing, is a gas station with a larger selection of groceries and supplies. You can either make arrangements to rent a car, or for $75 we can make arrangements to have you picked up and brought to the farm. We use our regular guy, who is very trustworthy and who can be counted on. Heather, one of the property managers, will be there to greet you once you leave the airport terminal. If you rent a car, generally a 4-wheel drive is recommended. The last I heard was renting a car was approximately $100 a day. Once you have left the airport by whatever means you choose, it is recommended that you stop at the Sky City grocery store right when you get to the Northern Highway, less than 3 kilometers from the airport. Sky City Grocery Store is going to have your best selection and prices for groceries. This is also where you probably want to pick up any beer or liquor. If you are taking advantage of our taxi service, Derek will take all the time you need for shopping. The farm is about 30 kilometers from the airport. Derek, our taxi guy, is generally willing to chauffeur and taxi you around the country. Usually the average charge is $100 a day plus gas. Heather, the property manager, has traveled from one end of the country to the other and is happy to help you figure things out and give advice. Don't forget another $75 for the taxi service back to the airport when you leave. We do not receive any kind of cut from these services. 100% goes to Derek and his family. Including hotel taxes, etc., it generally works out to $109 a night. I try to use Airbnb discount pricing as often as Airbnb lets me, and then there are discounts for week-long visits and longer. Also, where staying at my places, especially to your benefit, is there is no extra charge for up to 8 people staying. So the larger the group, the better the individual price per night. Unlike a typical hotel room that generally only sleeps 2 people, we sleep up to 8 people for the same price. Also, 100% of all money from the house rental stays in Belize. Dan and Heather Michaelwitz, originally from Canada, live on the farm in a cabana about 600 feet from the house. Dan and Heather are Canadians that have been in Belize almost 30 years. They are the people that originally introduced me to Belize and who built my home. They can help you with anything and everything. The website is riverviewbelize.com. On Facebook, I am Riverview Farm and Retreat of Belize. On Instagram, I am at Riverview Farm of Belize. YouTube is under my full name, Arie, A-R-I-E, last name Hoogerbrugge. Keeping in mind, though, you will have to scroll through a fair amount of bike ride videos to reach the Belize videos. Please reach out with any other questions that you might have. Also check my FAQ page on my website for more information. In conclusion, Belize is one of the most amazing countries in the world. From the moment I arrived the very first time, November of 1997, I have been in love with every aspect of the country, from the people to the culture to the land to the wildlife. I strongly suggest that you consider visiting Belize for your next great adventure.